Rico, for you when the team is rebuilding, it's not very often you get to come in and have a Colton Miller anchoring the left tackle. Would you just talk about having him?
Well, he's played a lot of football, obviously, and that's what you love about him. Is, he's obviously been in some systems, so he knows what we're doing. Just it may be called something else. And then his experience, his leadership, he's been great in the room. You know, helping guys figure out, do some studying, just give them different angles to look at. You know, he's getting better every day. Still working through the different things, but it's been a stabilizing factor.
Go ahead.
Over the years, what has it been like working with Gary and Clint, the father and the son, over the years?
Well, obviously it's been great. I mean, Gary and I were teammates a long time ago, so the relationship there, and then I watch Clint throughout the years. He played a lot of ball with my son, my oldest son, football and baseball. So they both are great people, you know. I don't know if I could say both those in the same sentence, but they know how to treat people. They communicate very well, and then they're smart. I mean, that's a good combination. You like working for people like that. You know, he has your best interest in mind. So I think that's the common thing between the two of them.
Would you talk about, I mean, again, same premise as Colton, to be able to come in to rebuild something, and they give you a Tyler Linderbaum, that's quite a present. Would you talk about his skill set?
You know, I'm a little uncomfortable with rebuild. We're going to play football. You know, I don't know where we are or where we'll start, but we're playing football right now.
Okay.
Tyler's been great. You know, he is obviously a very talented player, but he takes command of the group. You know, on the ball and makes all the calls, and that's imperative for us. The center's the only one that can tie both sides together, and he has done that very well over the time we've had him. Always asking great questions, and everybody follows. You know, he leads and they follow.
Just what's it been like seeing Clint's journey getting to this point where, you know, he's had multiple stops as assistant offensive coordinator, and now here he is as the head coach. What's it been seeing his journey over the years?
Well, it's been tremendous, but you saw him grow. I mean, the first time I worked, you know, obviously I watched him grow, but first time we were in Denver in 2016, he was assistant quarterback coach, you know, under Napper, and really learned a lot, obviously, from him. And then we got together in Minnesota, and I saw the transition from there to Minnesota. And then as we worked through Minnesota and he got to be the coordinator, he really, really matured. You know, he works his tail off, and now he's reaping the benefits, which is more power to him. I'm really happy for him.
And what was those conversations like, him trying to get you to come out here to Las Vegas?
Well, it's pretty much, do you want to keep coaching? Do you want to, you know, what do you think about going to the Raiders? I know, you know, I've competed against the Raiders many years. Obviously, it was my time in Denver, and always respected the organization. You know, it's just working for him is worth it for me. That's what the conversation is. I don't know if it's you, and then obviously I know you know, Spytech, and I know you know, those guys up there from our Denver days. So everybody you work for, if you feel good about it, you feel like you can go do some good things.
Are there any similarities or any differences between Clint and Gary's and how they kind of like coach and ran the team?
Yeah, there are. I mean, like I said, they really are people persons. I mean, they really communicate well. They try and relate to everybody, and then they're themselves. You know, you can't be a manufactured person. You know, you got to be yourself. And these guys, professional athletes, they know what they're looking at, right? If you're not true to yourself, that's one of the first things Gary told me when I took the O-line job in Denver. He said, you got to be yourself. You can't be like Alex, who was before me. You got to be you, and then just coach him. And I think that's the way Clint is too. He's himself. He coaches the way he believes. You know, we'll run the schemes that we feel best, not just what works, but what works with our guys. So I think that's the common thing. You know, they know what to do. They communicate, and get everybody going in the right direction.
We spoke with Tyler Linderbaum last week, and he said that the line has a long ways to go still in terms of where you guys want to be. What steps have they taken so far this early that have been positive in getting to where you want them to be?
Well, it's grinding every day, doing the same thing every day, and Mario, my assistant or run game coordinator, says muscles are dumb. You got to train them, and they've been training really hard. I mean, it might be monotonous to do the same drills, the same combinations, but we got to be synced. The 5 guys up front, it's really important for everybody to see the same thing, and usually it's through the center's eyes because he's the only one that sees both sides. And that's the steps they've been doing. They've been grinding away. They've been doing it. They've been working hard. It's a steady climb up, and it's just going to take a lot of hard work, and they're not afraid of that.
You've been around the NFL for years, won Super Bowls, and a part of teams. Has there been one thing that's been consistent with all the changes of what makes a good team successful?
No, I think it's all 3 phases can win the game. I think the best teams, when your offense does some good things, it's not every game you're great, but you do good things. Defense does good things, and special teams does that thing. And then everybody follows the leader, right? As long as your head coach is everybody's following. There's no different agendas, and I think that's the way we're starting right now. We obviously have a long way to go. I don't think we're rebuilding, but I don't think we're there yet either. So as long as we grind every day and take some positive steps and keep communicating, and things aren't perfect, but if we get better every day, then you're gonna improve.